We have a perfect day for football, and the roof is open, in fact, here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
There you go, Tiger. Let's go.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. You look at this Colt defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Base. Tight right.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Didn't reach 1,000 yards, but there's no denying Pittman's the Colts' unquestioned top guy in the passing game. 99 receptions last season, 10th in the NFL, and he picks up another one there.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
19 tight.
Richardson now on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A first down carry for Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Rodney Thomas gets to him for the stop. You look at this Colt defense. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass? They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Here's Tannehill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, How much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Oh, look at the juke. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Now the pitch goes to Taylor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Richardson working from the gun. Touchdown! Josh Downs with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to.
Let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. Fighting through. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Block. Go.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Go.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Inside handoff, Henry. Juju Brents comes up for the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. Tannehill a throw out wide that's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are back within a score. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
Uh-huh. That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
79 Broncos.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
18, Pioneer.
On third down, here's Richardson. He's going up top for Taylor, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Landry now on the return. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with his better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Tannehill on first down. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They'd been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Out of the gun, Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Tiger.
Now Tannehill on third and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a fourth and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. They snap it to Tannehill. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They throw for it on fourth and goal at the 1. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back.
And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
I'm just impressed he held on to that football. You're coming across the middle on the crossing route like that, absorb that contact. Whew.
All we talk about in today's football is trying to...
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now Richardson going to shift things up.
60 Maverick. Ready, right?
Richardson on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Richardson. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First target, first catch, and a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Trap 60, trap 60.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Oh, good move. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Kirk, right there.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Alert! Alert! Ready!
They go to the ground again with Taylor. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Richardson, meanwhile, going to get this ball to Taylor. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Rig it. Go.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Ready?
What's the deal, y'all? Let's keep them down here.
Ready?
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Running from the gun with Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Kwity Paye. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now it's Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Phillips. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Here's Tannehill. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Tight right.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready up.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did, you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Now this taken in by Downs. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Here we go, shot.
The Colts on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Richardson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts will add to their fourth quarter lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead, and that's what he did.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. A very solid gain of 27.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The first down screen pass, good for 5. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5. To the air again, Tannehill. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And now another one thrown incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check out.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 74 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Ready. Mustang 19.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He'll let one go deep for downs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Throwing now is Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
A short throw pulled in by Woods. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Ready.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll run with the former Bill, Zach Moss. And the Colts are going to be set up with a first and goal as a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line. And here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000.
Ready, ready.
And they take a knee. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.